there. Is that you?
Okay, give me 5 minutes.
Right, have you got everything? You got your gloves and your homework and...
What do you think this is? A fashion choice? It was Norse mythology this week.
Right, don't be cheeky, you.
Well, don't pretend like you're organised. We're 15 minutes late already.
Mima? Mima? Are you in, Mima?
Now, as Shetland prepares for an influx of visitors for Alternativ, Europe's largest fire festival, the council is reminding residents that the streetlights will be turned off in Lerwick on Tuesday from 7:30 p.m. to 8 a.m. The festival will culminate in a torchlit procession and the burning of stars.
Morning.
Morning, Billy. Morning, Craig. Anything?
Robert Junson's in the cells. Drunk in the market square at 3 this morning, singing King of the Road.
I should think you'd have found another song by now. You any news for the Alternativ committee?
That's just in. Geyser Jarl thinks it'll be the best festival we've ever had. Oh, I heard a rumour there's gonna be a Lady Gaga squad this year. You know anything?
Well, you see, I do, but then if I told you about it, then I'd have to kill you.
Kicks off as usual at 9:45. Your squad march along the Esplanade to the ferry terminal, where the official photographs will be taken. Lights out at 1900, set flat to the galley to eat. Then drink will be taken.
Hi, Duncan. You come to hand yourself in? Are you looking to sublet the cells and rent them out to tourists?
Well, that's not a bad idea. No. Checking you still need an engine for your boat. I think I might have found one for you.
And will there be a finder's fee involved in this?
Of course. What am I, a charity?
Tea? Excuse me. Jimmy Perez. I'm sorry, Sandy. I didn't quite catch that.
I said, grandmother's craft. I don't understand. She's been shot. She's dead.
Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to phone Billy on the landline and give him all the details. I'm going to get the inter-island ferry to Brescia and I'll be there in 20 minutes, okay? there any sign of a break-in at the croft?
There is some broken glass.
You know if the neighbours heard anything?
I called my cousin Ronald. His croft's just up the road. He passed by late last night, but he didn't hear a thing. Neither did Auntie Jackie, and she's just over the ridge. Could it have been an accident, do you think?
A shotgun blast up close? No. It might own a gun.
She keeps it in the hall cupboard.
What's the signal like up here?
Comes and goes. You'll need to go up the hill.
Okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to phone the hospital in Lerwick. Use the landline, but try not to contaminate anything and get them to send an ambulance over here. After that, I want you to tape off this area, set up a common approach path, and put up a windshield. You think you can handle that?
Yeah. Can I cover her up?
No. I'm sorry. We need photographs. Look, I know you were close, but with multifunction here, Sandy, there's nobody coming over the horizon.
Can somebody please answer that? Oh, sorry. Sorry, it's mine. Oh, shit. Inspector.
Did I wake you?
No, sir, I've been up for ages.
Well, look, I could lose my signal at any moment. I want you to get on the ferry to Mima Wilson's croft on Bressie and bring your camera. We've got a suspicious death. You got that?
Hello?
Gun hasn't been fired for years. Did Mima own this place?
Yeah.
Does cousin Ronald have a claim?
No. He's related on my mother's side.
Oh, so it'll come to your dad?
Yeah.
And where's he now?
At home. I told him not to come down. Did not feel right breaking the news like that on the mobile. I was worried about contamination.
No, you did the right thing. Can you tell if anything's missing?
I don't think so. But Mima's phone was unplugged. I put it back in. Why Mima? She didn't have anything to steal. She always lived alone. My granddad died young.
What's the story with the dig?
Archaeological team from Aberdeen Uni, led by a Professor Paul Berglund.
Right, take as many as you can. The body, the surrounding area, and inside the croft. And then email them to Inverness. Do you think you can manage that?
Of course.
You sure? Because your eyes look like piss holes in the snow.
Sorry. Late night. I thought I was off duty.
We're never off duty here. You still not got that yet? Is this your first? Don't worry, it happens.
It's not that. It's the Dutch chocolate vodka from last night.
Okay, fill me in on cousin Ronald. I've not met him.
His mother and my mother were cousins. His dad passed away a few years ago and left him this bit of land, so him and Anna could set up home. Now he's taken his place on his family's pelagic trawler.
Is that the Cassandra?
Yeah. She's a beauty. State of the art. Not like my old man's tugboat.
I hear the Haldanes are worth a fortune, is that right?
They've got part of the fishing quota. They do okay.
Does that cause any problems between the families?
No.
No?
Sorry for your loss. Must be stunned. But I'm going to have to ask you a few questions. You passed by the croft last night.
Aye. I was just on my way home.
He was drinking over in Lerwick, like he does every night.
Look, I'm no long back for sea. I don't know what to do with myself. Now get off my back!
For goodness sake.
All right?
These days, the deep sea ships only do 2 or 3 long trips a year.
Ronald can explain.
I'd been over at the main island. I got the last ferry back, and I had a wee nightcap at the Cayley.
But you, Anna, you seen him about?
The baby was sleeping. Took the opportunity to join him. Jackie, Ronald's mum, was here. That was earlier.
How long did Jackie stay?
Half an hour. She wanted to tell us about a piece of bone she found at the dig. She's actually quite excited.
Is that the dig at Mimas? Okay.
I know. Was 6. Got him down to 4. Why do men like so many things that are bad for them?
Right. If you think of anything else, just call the station.
Right.
Has the gun been fired recently?
Aye, I went out shooting rabbits after I get home.
You often go out lamping with a drink in you?
I didn't go anywhere near Mimas Croft.
I'll need to take the gun. Now. If you don't mind.
So how did Ronald and Anna meet?
She came to Shetland on holiday.
I have a feeling it was the place she fell in love with. I'm gonna need a word with your dad, in case he spoke to Mima last night.
Hattie.
What's going on?
Hattie.
Where's my man?
Hattie. Mima's dead. I'm sorry.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I know.
Hattie, you know she was wearing your coat. Did you give it to her?
Yes. The other day. It was pouring down. My mum was like that jacket. I said she could keep it.
And that was the last time you saw her?
No. No, I was with her last night.
What time?
I left the Cayley about 9. I stopped in and had a quick drink with her.
She just seemed like her normal self to you.
There was one thing. Mum was a bit funny at the dig earlier. Sophie and I were working in the trench with Jackie. She'd volunteered to help.
Jackie Haldane's that Ronald's mother?
That's right. Mima turned up with some tea just as Jackie found a piece of bone. I was hoping it was a fragment of pottery, but it was a pars orbital. Human skull. Mima seemed upset when she saw it.
No, why?
Maybe she didn't like the idea of living so close to the dead.
Dad! I spoke to him just this morning. I hope he's not gone and done something stupid.
Can I help you?
I'm sorry for your loss, Joseph. It's a hell of a thing to lose your mother like that.
She wasn't an easy woman. You start an argument in an empty room. But she was my mother. Did not deserve to die like that.
No. You shed any light on what happened? You hear a gunshot?
I wasn't sure if you were in. I called by.
That's right, I was over in Lerwick, picking up some new nets. Missed the last ferry, slept in the car, and waited for the early one.
Sandy, you got some leave due. I want you to stay with your dad, because he needs you.
I want to help.
Well, you can. Get him to check that nothing was taken from the croft, because we need to be sure.
I'm capable of more than that if you'll give me a chance.
I know you are, but it's difficult. You can't investigate your own family. Jackie Haldane. Ronald Haldane's your son.
Jimmy, isn't it? I knew your mother when she was a girl. Come in. How's she doing these days?
Much the same. Still keep my old man on his toes.
This is my father, Andrew.
Mr. Haldane.
Just wetting the baby's head. Better late than never.
Have you any news yet?
No, not yet. First, we have to eliminate family members from our inquiries. Now, just so that I understand this, you and Joseph's late wife were cousins, am I right?
Aye. But we're all connected in one way or another in Shetland, aren't we?
One big happy family?
Since all those incomers came to work at Solemn Voe, you wouldn't know who was on the islands. It's not safe anymore.
Oh, don't forget your pills, Dad.
I took them already.
That was yesterday.
Nobody wants to think that a Shetlander did this, Mr. Haldane, but the fact is, 9 times out of 10, victims know their killers. Jackie, you were at Anna and Ronald's house. Did you notice any strangers on your way home?
I didn't, sorry. I was in after that. My father can't be left alone for any length of time.
Hattie said that Mima was a bit put out when you found the skull.
It was nothing. She was quite possessive of Hattie. She got a bit hacked off when I volunteered to help. That was all. What's going to happen to the dig now?
It looks like Joseph's going to close it down.
And put the place up for sale, no doubt. He's been trying to get Mima to sell for years. Duncan Hunter wants to build holiday cottages on the land, but she'd never agree. Tell your mother I said hello.
I will.
She's over in Fairhall now, isn't she?
That's right.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Thanks.
I want you to check the CCTV as soon as you can. I want to know that Joseph was where he said he was the night Mima died.
It's a bit weird. Champagne with Mima hardly cold.
Aye. This for the woman that thinks Dutch chocolate vodka's a dessert.
Mum was right. Cooking's all about timing and you don't have any.
They're ready in 2 minutes.
It's only pasta. The place looks like a bomb's hit it.
1 minute.
Don't know why you don't just let me cook.
Because I like cooking.
Well, that may be, but you're rubbish at it. Pasta should be served al dente.
Oh, is that right? Well, you can have yours al fresco if you like.
Can I go over to Maureen's after?
No.
Why?
Because it's late, it's getting dark.
And there's a killer on the loose.
Cassie, that's not funny. In fact, until this Mima Wilson business is over, I don't want you going anywhere on your own. What's this about you trying to buy Mima Wilson's place in Bressy?
Well, I made an offer. 150,000 for the croft and surrounding land.
For more holiday lets. Christ, Duncan, you're turning into Shetland's answer to Donald Trump.
Hardly. Anyway, no joy. Joseph wanted the deal to go through, but unfortunately it's not his land.
It is now.
No idea what happened yet?
No. I could do without up Helia. I need my people in this case. I've not got the resources to do both.
You know, most people think Ronald Haldane got drunk and shot Mima by accident.
Well, thinking's fine. I mean, I have to be sure.
We know your problem. You think it's perfect here. You want to protect it at all costs.
And a wee bit more sunshine and you turn it into Benidorm.
I wish.
Nah, you know, I just think most people here don't lock their doors, and I'd like it to stay that way.
Oh, Jimmy, everything changes.
Aye. Cassie.
Yeah?
Come and say goodnight to your father.
All right, coming. Night.
Night, Cass. See you the weekend.
Okay.
She's another thing that'll change. She'll get bored of Shetland soon. She'll go back to the mainland.
We'll see.
Jimmy, it was great you came home. After Fran and me split up and you guys got together, I thought I'd never see Cass again, so I can't thank you enough. But it wasn't completely selfless, was it? You want to be here more than she does. But well, it's not my business.
No, aye. It is. You're her father.
But you're her dad.
Looks like hard work. Was. We're not sure yet if Mima's family will let us continue digging here.
Can I ask about the brace? It's just, you don't really look like a detective. And you don't look like an archaeologist.
She isn't. She's a student.
Don't let the brace fool you. They fast-track the brainy ones like me.
Fast track to nowhere.
Truth is, I was getting married to a Shetland boy. Thought I'd get my teeth straightened before the wedding. Any road, he had second thoughts, called it off, but I thought I might as well stick with the brace. It's all very amicable. Has to be on an island, doesn't it?
Is there anything missing?
Only tales from other people about my father. I never talked about him. He worked in the Shetland bus during the war.
Is that right?
Local boats were used to transports saboteurs into Norway under the noses of the Germans. Across the North Sea in the dead of winter.
Aye. Brave men. Which one's Dad?
On the left, Jerry Wilson.
You know the skull they found? Apparently it seemed to bring back the past for my man somewhere or other. Any idea why that might be?
No.
No. Is this where you found the skull?
Just over there. We're hoping we could date it 15th century. That would fit with Professor Berglund's theory. We've already found silver coins from that period.
Well, hopefully it shouldn't be too long before you can start work again.
No. No more digging. This is sacred ground now.
What? Because of the skull? That could have been there for centuries.
No matter. No more digging. Whoever was buried here will rest in peace.
Losing your temper isn't going to help.
No love lost there.
Hi, Tosh. You recovered? You were giving it laldy the other night.
DC Macintosh, if you don't mind, Drew. It's not like it's your business anymore, is it?
All right. Aye, fair enough.
Do you have a Paul Berglund staying? The professor who's running the dig at Mima Wilson's?
You just missed him. He was going to catch the mainland ferry. He said he'd be back in a day or so. University business, I think.
You describe him for me?
Scandinavian looking. Wearing a Gore-Tex waterproof.
Thanks. That really narrows it down.
Berglund was on the ferry that just left.
Okay, get McCabe to Radio Aberdeen. I want him back in the next one.
And the harbour master doesn't remember seeing Joseph get on the Bressay ferry.
Okay, we're gonna have to go through the CCTV because I need to know if he was in Lerwick or not.
List of people with a license to hold a shotgun. The Haldanes are on it. Andrew and Ronald. Joseph Wilson. Sandy. Half the islands. And the other half are phoning me wanting to know what happened. Vicky at the museum's still trying to carbon date the skull fragment. Oh, and Hattie James's alibi checks out. The couple she spoke to came in and gave a statement.
Okay.
Inspector?
Sammy? Oh, you were at your dad's?
He wants to know when my granny's body can be released for the funeral.
Well, tell him he's gonna have to wait for the PM report.
I did. But he's taking it really bad. I think having the funeral might help.
Well, my hands are tied. You know, when I was at your Aunt Jackie's, they were all drinking champagne.
Well, Jackie's partial to that. I don't think looking after old Andrew is easy.
But like you said, there's no tension between the families, is there? You know, if you're trying to protect somebody, Sandy, don't.
She's my grandmother. What, you think I don't want to know who killed her? Sorry. Sorry. I'll never make detective at this rate, will I?
This is Mima Wilson's croft on the Bressay. This is Ronald's house. Jackie's. And Joseph's. 2 Two families, the Wilsons and the Haldanes, related, living on top of one another for generations. One of them wealthy, one of them not. Now, I can't believe that hasn't created any tension, despite what Sandy says.
It's 10 minutes for here in the ferry, but it can feel pretty isolated.
Aye, and plenty of time to nurse your wrath. Why are you still wearing that thing? Because you think there's a chance that you and Drew are going to get back together again?
Don't be daft. Just don't want Scottish teeth. I want nice American teeth.
How are you getting on tracking down Joseph's movements?
McCabe's trolling the CCTV tapes as we speak.
There he is. You Professor Paul Bergland? I'm D.I. Perez. You're a hard man to track down.
I was just on my way to see you.
I was talking to Hattie. He said that Mima was troubled by the discovery of the human skull. Did she say anything to you about it?
Hattie tends to blow things out of proportion. She's an emotional girl.
You know her well, then?
No, I've just gleaned the fact that she's quite neurotic.
After Mima was found dead, you took a ferry to the mainland. It was a big rush.
You said threateningly. Funding meeting. Had to be there.
You can corroborate that.
Of course. Sorry, am I a suspect?
Well, according to Hattie, this dig was quite important to you. Mima could have closed it down.
Well, like I said, Hattie exaggerates.
I didn't get that impression.
It seems we've taken an instant dislike to each other. That's unfortunate.
Not for me. I'd really appreciate it if you'd let me know in advance the next time you plan to leave Shetland. Let's go.
Get on! No!
He was found by the road, unconscious. Nothing on CCTV. Blind spot.
Okay.
Well, you must have some idea who did this to you. It was dark, and I was... Well, I'd had a few.
They didn't rob you then?
I don't think so, no.
You think it may have something to do with Mima?
No. No, nothing.
How can you be so sure?
Why would it?
Because people blame you.
Mum, look, I told you not to come. I'm fine.
Who did this? My boy wouldn't hurt anyone, let alone his own family. Make sure people understand that, please. Come on, let's go. I need to get back. Your granddad's on his own. There you are. You should be asking yourself who inherits the land.
Meaning?
Well, it's not us, is it?
I was rubbish at history. I mean, King James VI and King James I were the same person. That's just confusing. Having said that, Rocky II and Rocky IV are the same film.
Uh-huh.
Jimmy Perez?
Hi, Vicky. Thanks for seeing us.
You interested in the Shetland bus? That's ironic. You weren't when you were at school. I was his teacher.
Is that a young Mima Wilson?
It is indeed.
And that's Mima's husband, Jerry Wilson.
With Andrew Haldane. Best young sailors of their generation.
Oh, so Mima's husband and Jackie's father worked together.
Alongside Norwegian sailors. Between 1940 and 45, they took spies, supplies, and large sums of money across to Norway. Sometimes they bring back refugees. To take the Shetland bus became a synonym for escaping the Nazis.
I should have paid more attention in class.
No comment. Anyway, not all our lads survived. Some were betrayed by a double agent. Jerry Wilson and Andrew Haldane were lucky. People say the Shetlanders discovered the double agent and meted out their own brutal form of justice.
You got any results back in that skull yet?
Not yet, but the coins they found return dates between 1465 and 1510. Skull will probably be the same.
Yeah, I'd need to know for certain. Tosh, will you wait here a minute? Is it cold out here?
Miss her. Tell her anything. Nothing seemed to shock her.
What's that?
It's Freya, the goddess of love. She soared through the heavens in a cloak made of hawk's wings. She's supposed to protect lovers.
Take it the man that caused you all the trouble gave you that?
No. It was Mima.
Who gave it to her?
Didn't ask. Presumed it was her husband. She was right, though. Don't need men these days, anyway.
You know the man that hurt you? It just means he's not the right one.
You sure you're the policeman?
Just to roll over the bonnet of a car if I need to.
Take it you met the right person. Tell her she's never hurt you.
Not deliberately. Anyway, come on, you'll catch your death out here. We can over at Bressy to see Joseph and drop you the board if you like.
Heard about Ronald. How is he?
I'd be all right. I never saw who attacked him, so there's not really much I can do about it. I don't want to have to ask you this, but where were you last night?
He was here with me.
Yeah?
If you're thinking it was me, I'd go at Ronald think again. Because if it had been me, he would not be getting out of hospital.
Now look, I know folk are saying that Ronald accidentally shot your mother, but it might not be the case, so I want you to ignore those rumours, okay?
They don't remember you getting the Bressy ferry the night Mima died. Do you have the ticket?
I threw it away.
Someone must have seen you.
You were telling me about the Shetland bus. You never mentioned that Ronald's grandfather and your father sailed together. Were your father and Mima married then?
Childhood sweethearts.
Because they say that there was a Norwegian who was killed in the islands, a traitor. Did Mima ever mention anything about that?
Oh, like I said, she never spoke much about those years.
Yeah, because there's a photograph of Mima with some young Norwegian lad at the museum. And I just wondered, maybe that's why she was upset about the skull. Because maybe she thought it was somebody she knew. And if that was the case, then she'd be even more loath to sell it, wouldn't she?
Who said anything about selling up?
But your dad not tell you that Mima had an offer for the land?
Mima never would have sold her place.
We know that Mima Wilson was killed around 11 p.m. and that the killer wanted to make it look like a burglary. Hattie James was the last person to see Mima alive. Paul Bergland had a lot riding on the dig. He stood to get major funding if they got results. So, is it possible that Mima was going to shut them down after they discovered the skull, or that she was going to sell the land?
Is that a strong enough motive to kill her?
Well, I don't know. Ronald Haldane. Now, he could have shot Mima either deliberately or accidentally, but if he did it deliberately, then why?
He wouldn't gain from her death.
If he did it by accident, he could have panicked, tried to make it look like a burglary.
Yeah, you see, that's possible.
Is your dog a member of the Magic Circle by any chance? He's very good at making those biscuits disappear.
Okay. I'll buy some more.
What, are we done with the dug and the biscuits?
Sorry.
Joseph. Duncan wanted to buy the croft. Joseph wanted Mima to sell it. And she wouldn't. Now, we still can't verify his movements on the night that she died. So the question that we have to ask ourselves is this. Did Sandy's dad kill his own mother for the croft? How was school?
Well, no crimes were committed, so really I can't see what would interest you. Could you go a bit faster, please? I want to get home.
Nope. Because that would be breaking the law.
Can't do that. The police might arrest us.
Exactly. What are your plans for up earlier? Because if you're going to go on your own, keep your mobile on, okay?
I might give it a miss.
You serious?
Just a bunch of men dressed up as Vikings burning a boat.
Biggest fire festival in Europe. Everybody in the islands loves it.
Everybody minus one.
you going?
Can't sleep?
I can.
Yeah, I'll be up in a minute.
No, you won't. I know you don't sleep. Not since Mum died. I hear you going out to work on the boat.
Well, you know, you need less sleep as you get older.
But you're not old.
Want to see what the boat's gonna look like again? See, your mum wanted the hull to be bright blue so that it would cheer people up as it went by.
Sometimes I get angry at her for leaving us. I know that doesn't make sense. It wasn't her fault that she got ill, but I do.
Do you know what, kiddo? So do I. But she left me you. And without you, I don't know what the point would be.
Okay, bed. Now.
Okay. Night.
Night.
Jimmy Perez.
Hi, it's Hattie, James. I need to speak to you.
Hattie?
No, my signal's going. Shit.
Hattie.
Hi, it's Hattie. Please leave a message and I'll get back to you.
You got a signal yet?
No.
Hattie.
Someone as untidy as me. Didn't think they existed.
What are you doing here?
We're looking for Hattie.
I haven't seen her since last night. She's been weird since my mum was killed.
Do you have a number for her parents?
Her mum's name's Gwen. She lives in Glasgow. That's all I know. We don't really go in for girly heart-to-hearts.
Well, do you know where she might have gone? What, you don't know? You don't care? I can't tell.
You know, Mima's death has affected us all. It's not just Hattie. I'm getting the first ferry back to civilization.
No, you're not. Not unless I say so. Call the police station at Lerwick as soon as she gets back. Hattie, it's Jimmy Perez. We've just been up at the bod and... Give us a pound. Quick.
Look at your pound.
Oh, would you just give us it? Yeah, if you pick this up, could you give us a call? We just want to know where you are and that you're okay. What's the matter with you?
Billy.
Has Hattie James been in contact or left any messages?
No.
Okay. Okay, listen, we might have a missing person. Inform the Coast Guard section manager and radio the station at Bray and let Willie know.
I want us to check the CCTV, because I don't want to call out search and rescue if Hattie's sitting in a pub and let it cry into a beer.
And tell Sandy his leave's over. Because if I've got to put a search party together, I'm going to need him. Oh, and get me the number for Hattie's mother. It's Gwen.
Hello?
Gwen James.
Sorry, who's this?
This is Detective Perez from the Shetland Constabulary. There's no cause for concern, Mrs. James. I just wondered if you'd heard from your daughter Hattie recently.
Is everything all right? She's not in any trouble, is she?
No, no. Is she likely to hide herself away if she's upset about something?
Why?
Don't worry, Mrs. James. If she does get in contact with you, can you please let me know?
Aye.
Right, Tosh. You and me. There you are.
Yep.
I want you to check the Shore Road and the pubs around the harbour for Hattie James, and can you do it now, please? You check the house. I'll head up to the dig and see if she's there.
Hattie? Hattie?
Hello, Patty.
Get you.
Hello? Patty, I can't hear you.
Oh, good God.
Victor?
Can you hear? Oh. Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello? Can you hear me? Inspector?
Are you there?
Did Hattie ask permission to work at the dig?
No, I didn't know she was here. I was over at Macroft all night.
Well, I have to ask you this. Were you alone?
Alone. Listen, I want to know what happened to my mother and this girl. I don't need accusations.
You might want to take a look at it before we whisk it down to Inverness. All the equipment's initialed so stuff doesn't get mixed up.
PB.
And I'm guessing it's not Pierce Brosnan.
All Bertrand. Check these for prints as quick as you can. As far as I'm concerned, this is a suspicious death. Tape off the area and get Sandy to block the access road. It'll keep him busy. I'm going to head back to the main island.
But from the photos, she reckons blood loss. Wounds probably self-inflicted.
I'm not sure. I mean, see, the bruise in her arm, that could be someone held her. And she's got another one in the back of her head.
She could have cracked it when she passed out.
And these cuts. No reason why they couldn't be defensive.
Self-harbour? Her mother said she suffered from depression, didn't she?
The lab got back the only prints on the knife are Hattie's.
What? And a knife that numerous people must have used? That doesn't make sense. I mean, what if the prints were wiped and then the knife was put back into Hattie's hand after she was killed?
Nah. Jimmy, this feels like suicide.
Maima's death could have pushed her over the edge. Hello? Yeah, he's just here.
Who is it?
Duncan.
What would you say if I told you I just picked up that great wee engine for your
I
boat?
was going to call you.
Sounds ominous. Go on.
Well, I was just thinking, you know, because I can't think of one single person in these islands that you haven't done business with because everybody likes you and everybody respects you.
Where is this going?
I'm thinking of requesting a banning order for Up Helia.
On what grounds?
Public safety. I do not have the manpower.
The festival will police
I
itself.
have 2 unsolved murders in my hands, and I'm supposed to switch off all the streetlights in Lerwick. And no CCTV. I'm supposed to open all the church halls, and there's tourists jamming all the roads. Now, what do I do if something happens?
Well, what do you want me to do about it? I'm not on the island council.
But you know just about everybody that is. So I'm thinking, you know, if you back me up, then we might have a chance.
I'll see what I can do. But Up Helia's never been cancelled.
Yeah, okay.
It's not just
right.
a
Thanks for that.
tradition,
Bye.
Excuse me.
Have you heard?
Yes. What a waste. Such a talented girl. I've never understood suicide.
The knife found by her body had the initials PB engraved on it. The knife was used to slash her wrists. Any reason why she might use your knife specifically?
Was it symbolic? Is that what you mean?
Look, she was upset about a love affair, and I just wondered. Professor, student, it happens.
Yeah, I get the drift, Inspector.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to make one thing clear. There was nothing going on between Hattie and myself. If there's a reason she took her life, it wasn't me.
Gwen, I'm Detective Inspector Jimmy Perez. We spoke on the phone. I've got a car waiting for you over here.
Are you the one who found her?
Yes, I am.
Yes. I need some fresh air.
Can I get you anything?
Apart from a brave face, you haven't got one of them, have you?
In my family, we just got on with things. Not much for talking about our feelings. I never knew what to do about her mood swings.
It's not easy being a parent. Nobody gets it right. Nobody.
She had a breakdown. A couple of years ago, it was over some man. Somebody she was at work with. I thought she was on the mend. I really did. You don't think she killed herself, do you?
It's possible there's another explanation. There was talk of a failed love affair a few years ago. Has she mentioned anything about that?
No. Berglund comes up a lot in her posts. Thanks. Having had one or two fruitless crushes on older men, I'd say she was a bit in love with him.
You think?
And he's always messaging her.
But he said they hardly knew each other.
Not sure about that. Check out her photos. Not only did he know her, I have a feeling it was in the biblical sense as well. Professor Berglund's been telling porcupines.
Hello, Tosh.
Drew.
Look, don't bother being nice to her. You had your chance. Is Berglund here?
He's gone out. Sorry.
Something bothering you?
Just don't like being lied to, that's all. See, look, there. Berglund's car.
Do you mind?
Hello. Yeah, you told me that you'd never worked with Hattie before this project, so who's that? Your twin brother?
She was volunteering on a dig I was supervising. I thought you might misinterpret the situation.
Try me.
We had a brief fling. I was away from my family. Hattie was beautiful and available. What I didn't realize was how needy she could be.
Were you still sleeping with her at the time?
No. You think it's significant she used my knife to kill herself? You're wrong.
I didn't say she killed herself, Professor. Was Hattie threatening to tell the university about your affair? Because sleeping with a student's a no-no. I mean, you would lose your funding overnight if that got out.
It was over. It was.
I don't know what you're looking at her for. She's young enough to be your daughter, man. Hattie did all these. They're all objects that were found at the dig, except for that one. Freya, the protector of lovers. Well, you better hope she's looking out for you two, because you're going to need her.
What's the score with the drawing of the pendant? Why is it with the stuff from the dig?
Because Hattie thought it belonged there. Yep. And you had seen it before.
What?
The Norwegian, Per Lungstad. He's wearing the pendant that Mima gave Hattie.
You think Mima and this Norwegian spy were lovers?
Well, it gave her a pendant, the Norse goddess of love, and she kept it for 70 years.
Yeah. Drew never gave me anything like that.
Although he did write my name in the sand on the beach at Scalloway. Spelt it wrong, though.
You can't spell Tosh?
Alison.
Honest to God, Alison, you're better off without him.
Yeah. That goddess of love's certainly been kept busy, hasn't she?
What are you talking about? Aye, almost as busy as Mr. Berglund.
Whatever she's saying, he's not liking it.
You know, you can see Ronald and Anna's place from Mimas Croft. If there was anything going on between the two of them, what's the bet Mima knew about it?
Shall we spoil the party?
No. Sometimes it's good to keep your powder dry, Tosh.
It's crowded up there.
Just got the pathologist report. You were right. Foul play.
Check with the Norwegian embassy. See if you can get a record of all the agents that used the Shetland bus. And I want the names of all the men that went missing. Cassie.
I'm not staying in again tonight.
Look, Cass, the young girl got killed last night. Until I know why, you're going nowhere.
Can't wait for this to be over.
What?
My childhood. Can I at least go over to Duncan's? Mary needs a hand making food for up Hellier.
Sure. I'll drop you.
Bye.
Bye.
See? Who's this?
Oh, Gwen James wants to know when she can take her daughter's body back home. I told her no for a few days.
Okay.
I got an email from the War Museum in Bergen. It's the list of the Norwegian agents lost during the Shetland bus operations. Look, Per Lundstad. It seems to me he was a bit of a hero. He led far more trips than any other sailor.
How did he die?
It was reported he drowned during a crossing. They never found a body.
Now, they moved a lot of money between Britain and Norway via the bus. Does it say if he had any money on him?
About 100,000 Norwegian krona when he disappeared. I'm guessing you could get quite a lot of pickled herring for that back then.
Shouldn't you be looking after the Croft?
I need to do something more. Especially now my father's a suspect.
What do you mean?
His name's on your incident board. Do you really think my father could kill his own mother? If he did, he wouldn't be beating up cousin Ronald for the same crime, would he?
Who said he beat up Ronald?
Crossed your mind, though, didn't it?
Look, I'm not arguing with you about this, okay?
My dad needs to know what happened. It's eating him alive. I can see it in his eyes, and I'm worried about him.
If it helps, I'll go over and see him tomorrow. Tell him how the investigation's going. Put his mind at ease. How's that? Now go home. I'll need you in tomorrow to keep an eye on the festival, and it's going to be a long shift, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Hi. Cassie ready?
I didn't realise you were picking her up. She's gone. Said she was meeting some friends in town. What's up?
She say where?
Down Murky Cross. Don't worry about her, Jimmy. She'll be fine.
I've got 2 murdered women in my hands that thought they were going to be fine.
Oh, hey, calm down. You're overreacting. Cassie will be all right.
The island's no safe. Not until I say it is.
Okay. You want me to come with you?
No, be fine. Hey, Ronald.
What do you want?
You okay? Did you not get home before you get yourself in more trouble?
I don't have a home. I don't have a wife. I don't have a family. I have nothing.
All right, you calm down. You calm down or I'm going to arrest you. Get in the car. I said get in the car. What's happened?
Anna's left me. That's what happened. She's going to regret that, and so's the bastard she's been shagging.
Careful with the threats, Ronald. Remember who you're talking to.
Where did you find him?
Market Cross. Listen, you haven't seen Cassie in your travels, have you?
No.
No. Here, drink that. You need to be thinking clear. The booze is only going to make things worse for everyone.
I tried to make her happy. It's not like I wanted to be away from home. I did it for her. And this is how she repays me.
Do you know who the other man is?
Aye, that guy who runs the dig. Do you know who I mean?
Uh-huh.
I'll just be 2 minutes.
You got anything in your pockets?
What's the charge?
There's no charge. It just needs a wee bit of me time. Ronald, you gambling? These slips add up to thousands.
Another reason for her to leave me, I suppose.
Does this get anything to do with why you were attacked or why you were so sure it wasn't Joseph? You old people? Who?
Duncan Hunter.
Kathy, come here, you. Your dad's looking for you. Suck this. And if you want my advice, stick to vodka. You can't smell it. That was a joke, by the way. Come on.
Right, where the hell have you been? You knew I didn't want you going out on your own, but yet you did it anyway.
I said I'd meet them. How do you think it would look if I didn't turn up? Nothing was going to happen to me.
You don't know that. You don't know because you don't know what people are capable of.
You hungry? Okay. So, Berglund was having an on-off affair with Anna, and also with Sophie, and possibly Hattie.
I'm surprised he's got the strength to pick up a trowel.
I suppose if you're going to be addicted to something, it might as well be sex.
Anyway, Mima must have seen him coming and going. So, what if Anna knew she knew?
Gives her a motive.
Otherwise, she loses the holiday money.
Okay, just so you know, your man's down in the cells.
He hasn't done anything stupid, has he?
What do you mean, like going out shooting rabbits, drunk as a skunk in the middle of the night? No, nothing like that.
But he did happen to mention your domestic situation. I'm not here to judge you. Look, it can't have been easy moving all the way up here just to find yourself on your own for weeks on end while your man's out at sea, and then when he does show his face, it's always at the end of your ball. Now with the baby, it's a difficult situation. I'm surprised you feel neglected. Along comes a man like Paul Berglund. No, I mean, if I was in your situation, I'd probably have a go at him myself. The problem I have is that Mima Wilson must have known about your affair, because it would have been hard for her to miss it. And then the question that I have to ask myself is what part, if any, that played in her death.
Look, I know what you're getting at. But Mima wasn't going to say anything about Paul and me. She knew an unhappy marriage when she saw one.
Meaning?
It's clear she never married again because she was so unhappy with Jerry Wilson. She almost seemed relieved he died young.
Now, you know that if it does turn out that Mima threatened to reveal your affair, it gives you a motive for murder. There's a lot of money at stake.
I don't care about the Haldean money. I never have. You know, I wish Mima had told Ronald about us. I would have thanked her. Didn't have the courage to do it myself.
When did it start?
Last year, when he came up for the first dig.
Before you got pregnant. So that's why I looked so uncomfortable. You didn't know.
Didn't know what?
Ah, come on. That he's the father of your baby, not Ronald.
I made a mistake marrying Ronald. It doesn't have to ruin my life, does it? You know, all I want is a fresh start.
With Paul Berglund?
That's not gonna happen.
Here, come on. Have some of that.
It takes me back. This could be you one day.
No.
Hello?
Right. I'll be 2 minutes.
Okay.
So, how long have you been taking illegal bets?
You know me, I'm always looking for a new project. Oh, it was just a bit of fun.
Well, how much does Ronald owe you?
$3 grand.
You should have told me.
Well, as you've just pointed out, it is slightly illegal.
Yeah, but you not see my point? Ronald's got a motive now. He needs money, he needs it quick. He could have gone to Mimas to rob her.
Why would he? Jackie will bail him out.
And what if she said no?
I hope you don't think I had him duffed up. Because, truth be told, there's a queue for here to Aberdeen waiting to take a swing at him.
Your days as a bookie are over. Okay?
Is everything all right with Cassie?
Eh? Aye, she's fine.
I was wondering how she feels about me and Mary starting a new family. I mean, has she said anything to you?
No, she likes Mary.
Oh, but me no so much.
No,
No, I'm sure she resents me for walking out when she was a baby. Well, I know she does.
She feels rejected. That's natural. But she needs us both.
You did the right thing coming back. But I don't think it's going to be as easy as you think.
When did I say it was going to be easy? I'll see you later.
Aye.
Cass. Here. Cass. You know, if you ever want to talk to me about stuff, you know, how you feel about Duncan, stuff like that, you can. You know, you won't hurt my feelings.
Okay.
Because I'd much rather you spoke to me about it than bottled it up.
Fine.
So?
Two dads are better than one.
Always with the jokes, huh?
Okay, if you must know, I feel trapped sometimes. I feel so far away from everything.
Yeah, I know. I felt it. Couldn't wait to get away from here. Now I couldn't imagine living anywhere else.
It's been the longest 2 years of my life.
You were born here.
I know, but it just seems a bit weird to stay in the same place all the time. If God had wanted us to do that, he wouldn't have invented TripAdvisor, would he? What am I actually supposed to do? There's no decent shops. The internet's dead slow. I mean, if I was a tomboy, I'd climb a tree, but we don't have any.
Do you know you'll be at university before you know it? In the meantime, start collecting shells or something. That's mine.
Come on.
Any chance of a bacon roll?
It's no bed and breakfast, Ronald. And if I was you, I would stop drinking. You're a better man sober.
So do you think I killed Mima?
Some people are capable of anything with a drink in them. Now go on. Get away home.
take the harbour, I'll stay near the market cross, okay?
You're the boss.
Hi, Tosh, it's me. I'm on the ferry back to Bressie. I just want to make sure you keep an eye on things.
What is it now?
Perlungstad. Mama ever talk to you about him at all? You see, you know what I think Mama thought it was him that they dug up and she was upset about it. And actually, you were upset about it as well, weren't you? Because you stopped the dig. Let whoever's buried here rest in peace. That's what you said. Now, who's buried up there? What changed your mind, Joseph? Who's buried up there? Because you know, don't you?
It was my father they found.
Jerry. Jerry was drowned at sea.
Jerry Wilson was not my real father.
So, Per's your father?
Aye.
Mama thought the skull was his. Now, what else did she tell you?
She said that Jerry had found out about her and Per. He was in a rage. Told her that he'd given Per 24 hours to get off the island.
And what about the money? The money that Per had on him to take to Norway?
I don't know.
Look, when did she tell you this? When?
The day she died. I think she'd kept it secret for as long as she could, but now that it was all going to come out, she just wanted me to know the truth.
Well, why didn't you tell me this?
It was nobody's business but mine.
But you must have been angry. After being lied to for all those years, are you telling me you didn't lose your temper?
I did not harm my mother.
Well, then where were you the night she died? Because you weren't in Lerwick. Well, I need to know, Joseph. I need to know you didn't do this.
I was out in my boat all night. I couldn't tell you because I'd already been out 15 days fishing. That's my quota in a month.
You saying you lied to me because you were blacklanding?
I need the money. Boats like the Cassandra are killing us.
Ronald's not here, if that's who you're looking for. He'll be over on the main island for the burning.
It's your father I've come to talk to.
About what?
Well, it's not the EU fishing quota, Jackie.
Just so you know, he's had another fall. He will keep trying to get out of his chair.
You're not feeling your best today, Andrew?
Oh, could be worse.
I want to talk to you about the old days, about the Shetland bus. You fit for that? You and Jerry Wilson worked together.
Aye. Well, the Scalloway men repaired the boats. But when the Navy wanted crew, they came to us. We were just boys, but the best sailors on the islands.
And you moved men and supplies back and forth?
Aye.
And money?
Aye.
What about the Norwegian who was passing information to the Germans?
And what about him? He got some of our boys captured. The Germans executed them. We were very angry.
You remember his name?
My memory isn't what it was.
Was it Per Lundstedt?
It might have been.
Because you boys meted out some rough justice, or so they say.
I wouldn't know about that.
No. No, you wouldn't. Because that's not true, is it? Per Lundstedt wasn't a traitor. Mima was having an affair with him, wasn't she?
Well, if she was, it's a secret she's taken with her to the grave.
I wouldn't be too sure about that, Andrew. You know what I think? I think Jerry killed Per in a jealous rage. And I think you helped him to dump the body. Maybe you even helped to kill him.
Not true.
And Jerry? What happened to Jerry?
What happened to him?
We were fishing. The weather turned. A wave washed him over. I tried to hold on to him, but I lost my grip.
And what about the money Per had on him? After Jerry was gone, that was all yours, wasn't it? Used it to buy your first fishing boat. You were 19, and look at you now, eh? Proud owner of the Cassandra, worth what, 10 million? Your fortune's built on stolen money.
Even if that were true, who would care about it now?
Mima. She thought her lover had been murdered and one of the men that killed him lived in a big house across the hill. What did she do? Did she threaten to ruin you? Because all she had to do was pick up a phone. You couldn't silence her on your own, so you got somebody else to do it for you. Was it Ronald?
Leave him alone. Can't you see he's struggling? Okay. All right. Why are you doing this to us? Ronald had nothing to do with Mima's death. Nothing.
You can't be sure of that, Jackie.
It was a robbery. Some incomer. You said yourself they smashed a window, pulled out the phone.
You know, the answer to Mima's death lies in the past. And you and your father know it.
What did you say to him? What did you tell him?
Find Ronald Haldane and bring him back in. I'm not finished with him yet.
Yeah, right. Fine, I'm on it.
Don't involve Sandy. He's another uniform.
What did Jimmy Perez want? All those years you've sat up here, looking down on us, haven't you? And now you're going to tell me the truth. What did Perez want?
He thinks Ronald killed your mother.
Billy, Radio Sandy. He's not answering his phone and I need to speak to him.
I've had Inverness on. They're sending up a forensic team and a DCI to take over the investigation. Apparently, we're not getting anywhere fast.
Tosh, you picked up Ronald yet?
No, I can't see him anywhere. The place is mobbed.
Well, look, they're going to turn the streetlights off at 7, so just keep looking for him. You. I'm sending a copy of my report to your university, so if I was you, I'd start looking for another job.
What is it, Joseph? Uncle Joseph!
Sandy, when you found Mima's body, you said the landline was unplugged. That's right, isn't it?
I think so. I noticed that when I went to call the hospital, I plugged it back in.
And have you told anyone in the family about this?
No.
Are you sure? Nobody?
No, nobody.
Jimmy, I just saw Ronald going into the fish market. Joseph Wilson's away and after him. I think you better get over there.
Okay, I'll check it out. Listen, I want you to issue an arrest warrant for... Never mind. coming with me now.
What do you think you're doing?
You want to help your son? Well, now's your chance. Tosh, Ronald's at the fish factory. I want you to go over there as quick as you can.
I'm on my way.
You think you're going to get away with it? Did you? Did you? Huh? I never thought someone could do that to one of their own. Lama! Lama! What's it?
Put the knife down.
He's getting what he deserves.
Joseph, put down the knife. Put it down. Don't make things any worse than they already are.
I'm not letting him get away with it. I'm going to mark him. Mark him for life. So that everyone will remember what he
He
did.
didn't kill Mima. He'd nothing to do with it, did he, Jackie? Go on. Tell him who killed Mima. Tell him. Tell him!
That night, after we found the skull, Mama called. She was angry. She said my father would die in prison. Made crazy accusations about the past, about where our money came from. I didn't know what she was on about. But when I looked into my father's eyes, I knew it was all true. I had to protect him. Did you see? We'd lose everything. Dad would have to go into some care home. I couldn't let Mima do that to us. I couldn't.
And Hattie?
Hattie came to see me. She said Mima's lover was buried near the croft. I couldn't let her find the body. I followed her. I didn't want to hurt anyone. But I had to put an end to this. You have to protect your family. You know that, Joseph. Family comes first.
We are family.
Tosh.
Jackie Haldane, I'm arresting you for the murders of Mima Wilson and Hattie James. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if
If you do not.
I know it. If you do not mention, when questioned, something you later rely on in court. Should I bring in Andrew Haldane?
And charge him with what? I just wanted to say that I thought your daughter was lovely. She could empathize with people and see the world from their point of view, and unfortunately that made her vulnerable. But it also made her care, and I wish there were more people like her. You should be very proud of her.
I am. I always will be.
Safe trip. Is that who I think it is?
Yep. It's the mainland DCI and his team.
I thought you told them we didn't need them.
I thought you did.
Shit.
You still think this is the best place in the world to live?
Yep, of course I do. I mean, say, on a clear day, you can see Norway over that way.
There is that.
And you can see Iceland over that way.
The shop? I forgot. We don't have one of them. Or a McDonald's.
Uh-huh.
Or a Marks and Spencer.
We've got the sky and the sea and razor bills and kitty wakes. What more do you want?
Top shop.